It's possible that somebody can have, they could use small screen to disguise their true personality. Remember, I think there's another scriptures in Revelation where Jesus was addressing a particular church and he said, you have a but you are dead. You have a name that you are alive. That means before men, they have a good reputation. But before God, they do not have integrity. That means everything they are doing is superficial. I think Jesus was also rebuking or addressing the Pharisees somewhere else again in the scripture. And he said, everything they do for men to see. Their hearts, these people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far away from me. Actually, I will never advise that you seek reputation before integrity. It's important that you first ensure you have integrity before you go after reputation. Like I said, reputation is what people think about you. And as a believer, if you must be qualified to serve in the king's court, it's also important that you have a good reputation. Jesus once asked his disciples, or his disciples, say, what do men say I am? Or who do people say I am? What people say about you is also very important. That is why Jesus, speaking somewhere, he said, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father who is in heaven. Hence, your light shining before men become the prerequisite for them glorifying your Father which is in heaven. And remember, the Apostle Paul also said somewhere in the scripture, he said that, be careful of the way you live towards people who are outside. Very, very important, so that your lifestyle does not give them an excuse or a reason to malign the way of truth, or to look down on the gospel, or to think everything about the gospel or all that is being done in the gospel is scam and all of that. So it says young men without any physical defect. We are in the Bible study, so you have to see, every time you read the scripture, you need to have the right eyes to look at the scripture. Don't just read stories and words. Try to extract and try to understand the spiritual meaning out of it. If Jesus wants to tell you something from this scripture, what is he going to say? These are some of the things you look out for when reading the scripture. So it says young men without any physical defect, handsome. Of course, when we say handsome in the spiritual term, it doesn't have to do with having a good nose of shape, a good shape of eyes. Fine boy, we love Jesus. Sorry, it's not really about your physical appearance. Men look at the outward appearance, the Bible said, but God look at the heart. So in the sight of God, a handsome man or a beautiful woman is not one who have a comely facial appearance, good shape, good figure, nice beards and mustache, eyes like dove, all the criteria that we use on earth to define beauty and handsomeness and all of that. God has a different standard with which he measures beauty, actually, handsomeness for a man or beauty for a woman, as the case may be. I think I also remember another scriptures in the book of Revelation where Jesus was addressing another particular church, and he said to them, you have a reputation that you are alive, but you are dead. Sorry, not that one. I think where he was telling them, he said, you said to yourself, I am rich, I have acquired wealth. That is also in the book of Revelation. He said, but you do not know that you are poor, miserable, and wretched. Now, in the physical sense of things, they are considered rich people, people that are wealthy. But when God look at them spiritually, he's looking at poor, wretched people. Hence, a person can be physically handsome or physically beautiful, but when God look at them, they are as ugly as the devil. Hence, God's type of measurement of human beauty, human attraction is not based on physical criteria.